Hey Mandy,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. So let me pull up uh our to-do list that we made together just so
Mm-hmm.
I know. All right. Oh, did you have your presentation already?
I didn't present. No, nobody presented. We're presenting this Wednesday, tomorrow.
Oh, was this Wednesday? Yeah, I know you had the professor had moved it for students that.
I meant like so-called last that Wednesday. Uh, I was so-called like just needed to put in the videos and stuff, and
Mhm.
then maybe like change some of the wording for the presentation. It was so-called almost done. I just need to add some videos and change some of the wording for the presentation. I'm presenting tomorrow.
How do you feel about it?
So-called, I think my paper for those sections are okay. I didn't re add it again to the PowerPoint since I so-called changed the wording for it. I think I am okay to present tomorrow because tomorrow's the
Oh,
last day to present anyway. So yeah,
yeah. It's kind of like show me what you got, right?
yeah.
All right. So I'll put that 4-3, then I'll ask you about when whenever we meet again. Um, And I know you have that draft for the presentation that you've been working on and haven't been able to submit. Have you made any progress on that?
That one I just need to add one more paragraph, one more
Okay,
section. Then the so-called draft will be finished as a draft. And then I just need to see if you're gonna be able to give me some feedback on the little draft, and then do the revision for this Friday since the so-called the paper's due Friday on the 5th.
yeah, it is, but nice. I'm happy to hear you only need one more paragraph. You're so
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Sweet. And yeah, that's the fifth. So good. How are your reflective journals going?
So-called I think the um I haven't been touching on it those reflective journals at all. I've been mostly touching on the story the on this infant toddler assignment at the moment.
Okay,
So mostly on that, working on that. And then yeah, I've been mostly working on that assignment. Yeah.
okay. Um, well, that one's not due till April 19th. So oh, that's the article.
The old one, the other one, the chapter 4 to 7, I still need to redo that one. And then the other one. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about your parent newsletter?
That one, I think when I'll finish this one more paragraph, I'll go uh at do my little bit of revision and finish everything and turn that one in first. And then also the draft will be with the same time. I think hopefully the draft and the newsletter put in around the same time. And then I'll work on those other missing ones too. Yeah.
Nice. That's good. I'm happy to
Yes.
hear progress. Um, okay, hopefully once we get that in, we can work on the journals, and the reflect and the article review. How's that going?
So called today, I sent the email to my professor with the articles, and then she replied to my little question about which one yesterday morning at 10 something. And then today I so-called officially chose one article out of the how many I sent her of those links. So I'm so-called starting on that assignment at the moment. I have like an outline for that.
Sweet. I'm so
Yes,
happy to hear that. All of these are in progress.
yes.
Awesome. Okay, and then the last thing that is coming up is your language observation summary, which has to do with the consent form and stuff that we were talking about last
Yes.
week, right?
Uh-huh.
How's the progress with that?
Um, so for this one, I started the observation today, and apparently my director, she somehow, I asked her last week, I told her I sent the email last week, say can I go on the Tuesdays to see the kid. Today I officially went, and the teachers weren't notified at all about me coming to observe the kid. So there was like a kind of like a miscommunication-ish there this morning. So like one of the teacher was kind of like interrogating me, why are you here and stuff like that when I was there to do my homework. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
For
Were
one
you
of the
able to-
teachers. Like that came later, like a 9:30-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you able to kind of explain it to her, or?
Yeah, yeah, I had to like kind of tell her what I was doing. Yeah. Yeah.
And you're saying that this is the first part. Are you gonna be going again for another day?
Yeah, next Tuesday too. Yeah. I plan to go again next Tuesday. I'm not like the same the might be like the observation ish would be kind of similar. Just maybe hopefully next Tuesday they'll be able to go outside and see, because today this kid didn't really talk in the morning when he was playing by himself until like more like midday-ish in the morning, mid-morning, he started to start talking. In the morning, he didn't really talk until like later in the morning.
See, so there wasn't like a lot of stuff that you could observe.
Yeah, and then like if next week they're so-called outside, they might be able to like talk more and have more interaction next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Um, nice. I'm happy to hear that. I know it was really stressing you out too, but you got the ball rolling. Now we just gotta keep making
Yeah.
that progress little by little. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about today?
So-called is just I think um since this presentation major assignment almost finished, I think I'll struggle with this preschool one, even though it's so-called it's gonna be easier. It's just like I think like 5 paragraphs, like a paragraph each for each phonemes, semantics, syntax, pragmatic, and morphemes. Those little 5 aspects. Yeah. And that this one's supposed to be easier, but like right now, since I didn't really have fully observation, and since today the kid didn't really talk much, yeah, he didn't really talk much, and then kind of hard to really.
Oh, I see.
Not sure if I'll be able to finish by next week, that Friday. Not much talking.
Yeah, unfortunately, probably the only like the good proactive stuff you could do would be let the professor know that you're in the progress of the observation, um, and that you hope to be able to turn the paper in by the deadline, but you're not sure.
Yeah.
But the only thing you can do outside of that too is just keep making that little progress till you are able to turn it in little by little.
Yes.
Yeah, because it sounds like I know in the syllabus the professor said she wasn't accepting late work.
Yeah, because I think like so-called did I mention that on the 20th the teacher who have so-called kind of talk about her grade book, she have saw like a bunch of C's, F's, and D's. So that's why she have mentioned because like people were not turning in some of the missing work, so-called like not turning in work. That's why she sees a bunch of those low grades. And then she said, okay to turn in late work because I can see how many days it's late. Like when it's toward the turn in grade, like that last week of May, like the first so-called our last week of May for school, she'll try to put in the ones she can to boost up the grade if need to of the missing work.
Yeah.
That week. She'll try to grade it that week for the missing ones that week, if there is missing assignments turned in late to boost up the grade.
Yeah. So the only thing we could do is turn it in when you're able to.
Yeah, because I that week after that Wednesday, because next Wednesday we don't meet. The 17th we meet. We're so-called gonna kind of have a conversation in groups about that paper. And then that one, we're gonna get graded on it with like we're getting graded on like if we have the paper or not, and then like it's not just one of our classmates have the stuff and then we don't have anything to like show for during the the talking. Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of have to have it done by then.
Yes.
That grade. So I'll put it here just so we know too. So is that accurate?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then this will kind of be like your ultimate deadline. I mean, I'm sure if you have to, you could probably turn the observation summary afterward, but to get the most points we can get, definitely the 17th.
Yes.
That would be the best time to have it ready. Okay. Anything else that's coming up for you?
So this week the major paper, on Friday. And then I will do the presentation tomorrow. And then later on those other assignments, the 19th for that research paper and the reflective of the chapters this month too. So I think for those reflective ones, since I didn't kind of did well and kind of didn't do well, I might need to ask her is she really looking for in it, because I didn't really do that well on it. To like get it, since that one, the second one's already missing, and this third one is due this month. Like, what does she really want me to put in there? Because apparently the way I did last time was not what she's looking for. It was not like kind of reflective, and it wasn't the one she want for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a really good question to ask too, because that grade is hopefully you can get this reflective journal turned in on time. That could be a good way to bump up your grade.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For those reflective ones, I need to ask her what does she really want, because those are just like free writing. You free write, but apparently the way I did mine was not the way she wanted. It was not like I didn't have the connection to the story, that story to the chapters, and I didn't really have that. For some reason, she didn't really see that for one of those points. I didn't really get those points for that. For the first one, I missed a few points because of that 1 point of the 4.
But I can't remember exactly, but I thought you got a B on that paper. Am I right?
I think it was an 18, I think, out of 20 or something.
Yeah. I know it's not like 100%, but that's a really good grade.
Yeah, but apparently the way I did it was not really the way she wanted it, but that was so-called somehow the way it was supposed to, but not really the way I had it. Because the note she had in it was not.
Okay.
Yeah. The paper reflective for the chapters. I need to see what she really wants.
Yeah, that's always a good question to ask.
Yeah, that is yeah. I think some of my classmates just mentioned that they saw that they were being graded like that too. They're reflective ones were strange. When the so-called free write, they graded it strangely because that one don't have a rubric.
Yeah, it is interesting that it's a free write assignment.
There's no rubric, and then we don't get to really see the rubric. You're just giving us feedback, but no rubric.
Yeah, definitely. Only can clarify by conversation. That is a strange.
This assignment is the strange one. This reflective.
Yeah.
The reflective one is a strange one since we don't have a rubric. Very strange.
But that's a good plan to talk to her. Is there any other questions or concerns you have about your class?
Mm, yeah, I think like the other article one, the preschool age, the research paper thingy,
Mhm.
since it's like due in a 2 or 3-ish weeks, that one right now, since I just really officially chose the article today, I think that might be coming soon, missing assignment soon too, because I need right now I'm working on this other missing one, then this one might be missing soon, be a missing assignment soon too, because she didn't grade the first one I submitted, the infant toddler, so I don't know how I did on that one because she didn't grade it. I missed the deadline. Yeah, for that one, I don't know how I did that grade for that first one.
Does she have a rubric for the article review?
Yeah, she has the rubric, but I think for that one, since that
To feedback about my first one.
um
Or you could also do what you're doing for the other assignment
yes,
and be like, hey, what do you expect what would you expect from an A paper for this assignment? Or what would you expect from a B paper for this assignment? Just so I know like there's a lot of uncertainty when a professor doesn't have the grade in about what you're supposed to do next.
yeah,
But
because I turned that first one late, and it was like almost like a week-ish, like maybe 8 days or 7 days late for that first one. So I missed her grading period. That she like apparently graded it over that weekend.
yeah,
So I got a 0 for it because I didn't turn in anything. And yeah, so she didn't put in the new grade on that one yet. Since it might be like one of those the last week of school she put in for that
yeah,
one. So I'm not sure about the grade.
yeah. I think it would be proactive things to do to just say, hey, what do you expect from an A paper for the journal article? Um, Only because, and I know it comes down to like what you're able to get done
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
time
yeah.
is limited. But if you're able to turn this paper in on time, even if you get like a B, or a C, it might still be worth it because the professor did say she was going to grade papers that week of, but it's also kind of leaving things up to chance at that
Yeah,
point,
yeah, yeah,
how she
yeah.
grades it.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it's just another perspective to kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's really that one and those other upcoming ones due this month. I might struggle with like maybe the turning it in late by a few days or like a week-ish for some of these that'll be coming
Yeah,
up this month in a few
yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
I mean, if you have to turn it in late, it's better late than never, just because then the professor can at least give you some points.
Yeah.
But definitely, if
Mhm.
possible, for any of them to be turned in on time, might be better for
Yeah, yeah. Because I think with that journal call article first one, I said I have sent her an email. I said I was about my progress with that one. She just have replied to me to make sure I just finish it and then turn it in.
you. Yeah,
To make sure it's that the whole paper is finished, then turn it in. So yeah, yeah, turn it the paper finished, even though it might be late, finished. have it finished. Yeah, that's what she told me when I did the first one. Yeah, what's the first one?
All right, I guess we know that. So I guess finished paper
Yeah.
is a priority.
Yeah, and then I like when I submitted that first one, I have like sent her like in an email just in case to like make sure that she knows I have turned it in. And then she has said, "Why are you sending it to me in the email when I'm not gonna grade it like this? You have to turn it into Brightspace." I was just sending it to her so she knows that I turned it in also just in case. Yeah. Yeah, that's what she have replied to me after like I have turned like I think in the email this I turned it in on Brightspace. It's just to make sure you have it or something like that. Yeah, in the email. It's not really for asking like, can you give me feedback on this? Would like to send her at that time. It was just to like make sure that you have another copy of it, maybe like something like that, just in case. That's why I had sent to her. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I guess based on her response, she
Because
wanted to,
yeah, and because I think with the reflective one, when I did turn in the first one, I had turned it in like a few times, and then she when she graded it, she said, "Why did I turn it in so many times?" The first one, the chapter 1 to 3, I turned it in like 3 times, 2 or 3 times, and then she said, "Why did I turn it in so many times?"
well, did you turn in the same file multiple times?
Because I just did some minor revisions to some of it, so I just turned it in one more time. That's why.
See,
Yeah.
I see. I guess that's why she said she would rather you have it finished first.
Yeah. Because with that one, that reflective number one was chapter 1 to 3. I did that. Yeah. I have done that. Yeah. And then that's what she gave, like, as one of the feedback for it was that. Why I turned it in so many times, like 2 times.
Okay, so we know now, right, that we have to turn it in finished, and through Brightspace.
Yeah. And then she only like grades it with PDFs. Have to save the document, like the Google Doc as or like the Microsoft Word as a PDF. She grades on PDF.
Okay.
Yeah, for the assignments. I save it as like both a PDF and like a Word doc just in case for her. So like then there'll be like so-called 2 documents in the submission. Yeah,
See.
yeah,
I mean, if she's telling you that she just wants a PDF, you don't have to do that extra work. It could just be.
yeah.
Um, but all right. So PDF, have to have it complete. It's into Brightspace.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Anything that's concerning you about this class right now?
Um, um, I think it's really just having everything finished and turned in, even though it might be late. Just have to make sure I turn in everything for this class.
Yeah.
That's like the main one. And then I am attending tutoring with the whip tutor. This week I'm meeting with her tomorrow and on Friday.
Nice.
Yes.
I know you have tutoring appointments with Zoe, so hopefully slowly that progress can be made in your semester.
Yeah. And then since next week we don't have any tutoring with Trio, I will it's so like it was might be kind of similar to our spring break. I was kind of struggling a bit, even though there is tutor me. I don't use the virtual kind. I just do the submission to like have someone grade, not grade, like
Review.
yeah. Yeah. So next week, I'm not sure how I'll be doing with the class with the assignments because there's like no tutor with the trio tutors, even though I will have some tutoring with the other tutors in the other part. Yeah. Not in the earlier of the week, just later in the week. Yeah.
Is there maybe another tutor that you can schedule with in the LSC to kind of support you while Trio is not offering tutors?
Um, so-called I have at the moment eight eight sessions scheduled.
Okay.
They said attend your eight schedules and then you can make more. So like I was trying to make it for next Thursday or something too, but that's the response to me again. Like yeah. So right now I only have for that next week 2 appointments for Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess in this case something is better.
Yeah. Because like I was planning to do a Thursday one maybe because if need to for like that observation preschool one to see am I doing it right. That's why I was aiming for the Thursday one, but like apparently they saying I just have to attend my 8 tutoring, then I can make more. Yeah. So I might struggle next week because of that. Yeah.
So you have
Yes.
really quickly as you have the consent form from the parent already, right? Like you were able to get that.
Yeah, I found it. I just put it somehow in behind. I printed out too many papers. They were like behind another sheet of paper. I found it when I went home and double checked everything. I found it. And then I had text the parent this morning asking when they're dropping off their kid at that location because they have to drop their younger one first and then the older one. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's sweet. Okay.
Yes. What did you say?
Is there anything you wanted me to check in with you about next time we meet? So like I know we're talking about assignments, but is there like any other missing piece of something that you wanted to do for class?
Um, I think really it's just have everything for the observation and then like from the observation to make sure it's like the ones I need to write for that paper for next Friday because that paper has to be have all 5 and it's just a paragraph each I think because that's not like the one I'm doing right now so many pages with research and stuff. Yeah, it's like 1 to 2 sheets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have the freelance. I said next week, but I also have been so I will check in with you the week after.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To see how you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's anything that you know, let me know. I know I didn't reply to your email about the
I got the email back from Christina.
yeah.
I got the email from Paris this morning. So I will be coming in to get the so-called t-shirts and sweaters tomorrow when I will be in person with Meta
Awesome.
at 3.
Okay. I'm glad that you did that. I just wanted to mention that if I'm not working, so like Thursday,
Yes.
Friday, and through the weekend,
Mhm.
I don't reply to emails. But if for whatever reason, it's only done,
Mhm.
I will definitely reply. I am now. Okay.
Mhm.
So that would just come Monday.
Mhm.
Just in case there's ever like a reason why I didn't respond.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm glad that you CC Christina that she works the whole week, so she's able to reply faster.
Yeah, she replied to me yesterday morning. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is our to-do list. We're making progress. I know it's stressful. There's a lot to get done, but little by little, hopefully next time that we talk, I'll have more assignments crossed off the list.
Yes.
Less things to worry about.
Mhm.
All right, Andy. I will talk to you in about a week.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See. Right.